I'm painting my soul with a different kind of gold that no one can take and no one can corrode. Out of all of the things that you said winter would bring, did you expect the wind to carry your broken wings? Carry came and went, and all I had to remember it was a picture of us in the memory of a night where we sat and talked of love. 13 years old, first kiss in the cold. It all makes sense when you look at it. My life has been downhill since then. I'm painting my soul with a different kind of gold that no one can take and no one can corrode. Out of all of the things that you said winter would bring, did you expect the wind to carry your broken wings? Carry sorry does my mind make up of all these clouds? They're bringing me down and they're rolling with the tide out on the sea. On hills of grasping fingers buried in the sand, you took my hand and you led me out beyond the ocean reef. So why am I so scared of dying? My whole life is just ahead. Still I'm focused on the end of what is known. If I could see the fields of heaven, I would have known they wouldn't take me, but send me round another time. Would I be free of all possession? Would I remember what it feels like to have material needs? And so my soul began to wander through the dark and lonely sky, where the hours passing by just feel like dreams. I was on the other side of done. I didn't know how to turn. I was at the bleeding edge alone, and I couldn't get back to the start. I was at Ashland and at Grace. Take me back to the place. Will you stand? Stand with me. You pulled up the car and I got in. I didn't mind where you'd been. Burning with the blood and orange
Yo, what's up? How y'all doing? Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, possibly even a good morning. Oh, Sri Lankan, thanks for that resubbing for 2 months. Great job. Section, I see you out there. First time chatter as well as Hurricane. We got a matchup today in Onward between Pacifists and Access Denied. Two great teams, amazing players on both. Led by Jamie. Pacifist side, we have Fabs, Abbott, Randy, and Peasley. And on the side of Access Denied, led by Valhalla, we have Rossi, Toast, Sandy, and Pilot Viper. Our first map is going to be Tanker, and we are getting started right away. So let's hop on out there and get this action started. Thanks for tuning in. Hope we get a good cast for you today. Starting off this weekend. All right.
We are all screwed.
We are going to have Access Denied starting on defense, Volt side. You are going to see Pacifists keeping all their players above ground. I know on Tanker, some do opt to go to that sub-level.
One south side,
work on
behind
a
the
flank.
containers at the north bunker, or south bunker.
You are hearing those call-outs from Abbott right now as he has spotted one on the south. Looks like Pilot is definitely checking that sub-level, making sure there aren't going to be any flanks, anyone trying to come up behind him. Meanwhile, you got ground cover being pushed by Peasley here. As that cover fire from Fabs, as well as blocking their sound. I think I heard a couple of flashes go out there. That smoke's going to be great, as it is going to block the view for Viper and Rossi, as you see them having to rotate to get a better angle. Just past a minute here. C4 is going to get blown. Again, probably that smoke covering the sound. He doesn't know if someone's there. Great smoke being thrown out from Pacifist onto OBJ is going to definitely get Valhalla and Pilot Viper moving a little bit more. More smokes coming out. This whole OBJ is smoky, but Pilot Viper pushing on forward is going to take out Fabs, but quickly refragged by Peasley. Meanwhile, Jamie has opted to go to the sub-level, is going to be working on this flank. Going to be dangerous if he catches one of them off guard, as he does onto Sandy, but quickly refragged by Rossi there, waiting. Randy has gone over to the south side, is going to be using the smoke, as well as Abbott. We got two on OBJ, but Rossi taking out one of them. Rossi being last alive. If he does die, this cap will not go out. You see there Peasley doing just that, is going to prevent the cap there from Randy. But they do get the win, Marsoc side, and now they have the Volk advantage. Great first round. Almost saw a cap on the very first round there. I mean, that utility usage is huge. Not only is it's an essential night map. You know, people say you don't need the night vision, but I don't know, maybe my eyes are just old, but I think you do. And then you got the smoke in place of that as well. Yeah, it's hard to sit still on defense when you got smoke blocking your angle. So you want to push out, and usually that's when you're caught off guard, pushing out through that smoke. An attacker just sitting there waiting for you, and they get in and they get it done. Great job again by Pacifists. Only the first round here on Tanker. Our maps this week are going to be Tanker. Second map is going to be Downfall Night. I know a lot of y'all love that. And if they do choose to play it, or if it's needed to be played, we will be going to quarantine for the third map. Some have asked, do you have to play the third map? You don't. If you win the first two, neither side has to play the third map. It's already decided with those two map wins. But a lot of teams love the game. They love to play. They love the competition. And even if you lose, you want to play it, you know, it's practice. In other words, you already lost, and who knows, you might win and it might help you out a little bit. Oh, we are starting. Quick start there again. This time Pacifist is going to be on defense. See how they can defend this objective. Oh, we are seeing Valhalla and Rossi going down below, but Peasley is ready for them down here and is going to make quick work of Rossi. Not knowing Valhalla is still there, though, is going to get picked up, making this an even 4v4 right now. You already hear those call-outs come out that there is one in the back of the spawn. Meanwhile, here on the south side, we have Sandy and Toast getting danger close to the OBJ. Flash did go out. Randy, as you see him there, is using that bulletproof. Yes, there is a window, and it is bulletproof glass at that. It's a great way to get that intel without being shot. Valhalla, we are seeing as Abbott takes out Toast on the backside. Valhalla doing a huge flank behind. Randy also taking out Viper and Sandy is going to cut down that whole south approach. It is currently now all up to Valhalla, their captain, to pull this off. We are going to run with him real quick here. He has done the full flank all the way here to the west coming up. I think he pretty much knows that with all that gunfire that was happening above him, he got by undetected. As you see, none of them worried about this flank. Depending how he does this, he can possibly get in there. I don't know if he'll be able to get the cap, but he might be able to clutch it in a 1v4 situation. He is take out Randy. Pushing on around with the rotation. He takes out Jamie. He's 2 away from this clutch. Oh, he takes out Fabs. He has 1 left to go. Abbott can only sit and wait, but he has a great angle here. It may be a trade. If it's not, oh, Valhalla, though, looking away at the wrong moment, is going to get shot by Abbott, who has sat there in wait, defending that OBJ. Great effort there by their captain, Valhalla. Got 3 of those 4 needed. In fact, he got 4 out of the 5, because he did get the refrag there below on the sub-level. Wow, I thought for sure that he was going to pull it off. But 1 player short of that clutch and getting his team to the point. So it will be Pacifists, who ultimately their defense held strong. They took out 4 of access denied pretty quick there. I mean, I think Valhalla was just barely passing below him there in the mid, and he got behind and he did work from the flank. Great job. Again, shout out to the chat. Thanks for joining us. See Sri Lankan out there and Hurricane Helen. Oh, even dropping a clover with a biddy. Thank you, Helen. Looks like they are rooting for Rossi out there. Is that Rossi? Am I saying it right? Or is it like Rosie? I hope I'm saying it right with Rossi. Probably should have thrown up a poll here for y'all to throw in y'all's votes of who y'all think is going to take it. It's looking pretty good for the Pacifists right now. And there are the beeps. Let's get out there.
Yeah, so I forget that you say 5-minute time enough to say what 6 is it?
They are taking note that indeed it is 5-minute rounds, no longer 6 minutes as a lot of us are used to. I mean, it's usually not a problem on a map like this. And it looks like it is going to be the West OBJ that is inside the building. But that time limit is going to play a big factor on our next map. But we aren't there yet. Let's see if Pilot Viper can hold the spot. It is a pretty meta defensive spot to hold, so I'm expecting some smoke or a flash to come out there. You see Fabs in them. They're holding back, seeing if they're catching any of access denied, getting peeky there inside. Again, unless it's in the doorway, they won't be shot through these windows. Looks like they're going to have a heavy north push. I wonder if they're opting to go down below or keep it here on the upper deck.
No, okay. I mean, they've already got quite close.
You hear the communication between them. They do not see any movement. Access denied, doing a great job staying tucked in, holding their defensive angles, not getting too antsy.
Wait before we push.
I think Valhalla is the one back there watching that, watching and listening. Does he? He does. He has a C4 here in case. You see it right there on the roof. In case they decided to do a little flank move.
Not
Looks
in the
like
first room, in the second room in the back. Alright, so not behind the first room. The second room in the back in the north. Gotcha. Nice. Good call out.
great call out there from Randy to his teammates. Is going to let them know there's definitely one back here. I think that's Sandy that he may have spotted. And you're hearing Sandy give those call outs as well as we do pass this 3-minute mark. Smokes are going to come out so they can advance, but none in the direction of Pilot Viper, who has set and wait like a Viper. And there it is. There's the utility, but Jamie still being able to be seen there through the smoke. Viper is going to rotate out of that position, as you would expect from any top tier player. He's going to get himself a second pickup on the Beasley and rotating back. Does find himself a third on the Fabs, though not confirmed, as Abbott and Randy have made their way inside. This OBJ is dangerous. They are on point right here next to Valhalla. Valhalla is not looking the right way, and he turns just in time to keep that cap as Rossi comes from behind, saving them. So close. Again, so close to getting that cap out. Tablet was out. Numbers were going in. Just maybe they forgot one. Maybe they had to look back. But that definitely could have been the map win right there. Great job defense from Viper. I mean, he took 3 of the 2 down, but the 2 that he did not get were able to get into that OBJ room and almost capped right on the side of Valhalla. But they pulled it off. They got their first win, possibly working on the comeback. Right? Yep. I'm going to go with that, Helen. Val. Let's go, Val. It's a lot easier to say than Valhalla every time. Hope y'all are enjoying this. This is pretty pumped match. I mean, I like how they're taking it slow, and everyone's, you know, they're staying tucked in. They're not getting aggressive. They're not getting antsy. None of that, you know, defense or on Marsoc. And then when that time limit, it looks like about the 3-minute mark, utilities go out and they do their attack. But defense doing great. They're getting the picks. They're rotating. They're watching the angles. Communication on both sides. This is a really, really great match we have today.
Anyway, shit happens.
You will.
Focus.
Go.
Yeah.
Let's get it back,
This.
boys.
We're going for the 5-1.
They're going for the 5-1. You heard it here.
This is the second failed cap attempt, though. I'm pissed.
Oh, yes.
Twice.
I would be a little upset as well, but it happens. The nerves kick in.
You were behind me about it, right?
Jamie pushing up a little further here on defense. May catch one of them off guard, but I expect a refrag. If they even go within his line of sight, which Toast does.
-1, Echo 4.
You see Viper working on the bottom end. Sandy, knowing that one of their teammates did get taken out, is gonna look for that refrag. Meanwhile, Abbott and Rossi are about to go at it right here. Possibly a trade. Oh, but Rossi with the lower angle comes around, taking Abbott out at the knees.
Echo 3.
Let's go down with Viper. He's gonna be clear most of the way up until Fabs, which I believe there's probably gonna be a C4. Or no C4. Just, he's holding that angle. He's prone.
Echo 3 now.
Randy poking out, taking out Rossi. Nade almost landing. Great nade there, whoever threw that one. I assume Val threw it. And Jamie and Sandy do trade. But Jamie is only down. Gives that call out. Peasley going out for the res. May get caught by Val. Oh no, the res does go out.
You go first, I'll cover you.
Val makes it by.
Go.
Randy calling out Val that he is there in the north. It is now all up to Viper down below.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Fabs definitely heard these footsteps.
Keep that front covered for me, Peasley, and
He's not going to be ready for Fabs. And the C4! There was one. He gets him. Wins the round. Let's see if they get the cap now with that 5-1 prediction at the beginning of this round. Oh, great C4. Exclamation clip will get you the clip. If you see something you like, hit that exclamation point clip. Exclamation mark clip, whatever it's called. Well, Viper. He almost made it up. He almost made it up. But you got to clear, you got to clear those corners. You can't just run out there. And unfortunately, that allowed enough time for Babs to grab that clicker and explode him into many pieces. Imagine if there was blood effects. There's little splats that we see. But imagine. These are coming close. They start swinging one way and it's like they quickly revert another way. We'll see. Pacifists is going to be here on their game point. They've had 2 super close caps. They were there. They were on it. Tablet out twice. I wonder if it was the same one too. Same player. We'll see. So they're itching to get that cap. And that will put them up 5-1 if they do. But let's see. Access denied. Can hold it down. Defend this OBJ. And not let Pacifists get their wish of a 5-1 victory.
Objectives and trying to cap it, so be ready.
Yeah. That's why I'm sitting up in that fulcrum, even if they
there
smoke
you
it,
go.
it's gonna get for me.
They know
Also
that
know
they
that
are
there's
going to try to cap
sometimes
it. This is a pretty quick spawn. We are going to see battle commencing here real soon. You hear the call outs that they're rushing south.
There's a C4 on the north, guys, on the container.
Someone has spotted out the C4, or I believe he's letting his teammates know. Calls out north bunker.
Hey, when we push up, we need to promote those bunkers.
Hope y'all are hearing these comms the way I am. It is great to hear from these top tier teams. Right now, coming to that 4-minute mark. You can see Viper, he wants to go out there. But I mean, there's no need. You know, you got the defensive line ahead of the OBJ, so they have to come to y'all first. Smokes out, as we saw in the first round. Great utility usage. Is going to get the rotation going from Access Denied. Shots rain out from Pacifists, and Rossi trading with Randy, but no, he traded with Jamie, but took out Randy right before, so that's a 1 for 2 on the side of Access Denied, making this a 3v4. Pilot Viper on the rotation here in the front line of his defense. He heard the footsteps from Fabs, I believe. Fabs, I'm sure, hears him. Are seeing the 3 attackers of Pacifists here, Abbott, Peasley, and Fabs, about to contend with Viper. Unable to land his shots on Peasley. He is going to get picked up by him. Meanwhile, Sandy on the other side south is going to take out Fabs, as well as Peasley. It is now all up to Abbott. Great play by Access Denied, sending those 2 up to slow down that attack. Can Abbott get the clutch here? But checking his angle at the wrong time is going to get caught by Val, giving Access Denied their 2nd win there on Volk. Now it's their turn to try and get the numbers. Sorry. Oh, section. I believe. Are you not on Access Denied? Section 1? Are you on? You're on one of the teams, I know that. I just saw your name too. I'm sorry. But Access Denied held it down. They're still in it. I mean, if they get the cap here, that's it. They take Tanker, and we will be going on to Downfall Night. Or even if they just get the win, they're able to kill everyone. It'll be a tied game. We'll be going to a game 7 with Access Denied on Volk. I'm hoping we see the one in the sub level. That one is a lot of these OBJs on Tanker are easy to sneak in and get a cap on, but they're also easy to hide on Volk and just pop out and get the kill. It really depends how you play. I've seen aggressive teams do real well on this map as well. And there's a beeps. Let's get out there. Get you to what you really want to see. All right, Pacifists have to defend this OBJ if they want to take map 1. Go into Downfall Night with that little bit of comfort. Again, we are seeing one of Access Denied going down below. Peasley, though, I think is going to be moving in right now. As they do, both trade. Is going to make it a 4v4. Meanwhile, Jamie putting shots out on to Sandy, I believe. Calls out south. That flash is not going to find its mark. Great flashback here from Randy. Another one from Jamie as well as Sandy. Utilities and flashes going out like crazy. But Sandy is going to be the victor in that exchange, taking out Jamie with an AUG. Pacifists calling out that they are down to only 3 defenders. Randy trying to get a little bit aggressive here on the defense. Possibly getting that refrag for Jamie. Does hear Sandy give a call out, letting his team know that there is at least one of them south. Oh, Abbott pushing out, takes out Rossi. It's going to make this a 3v2 now in the advantage of Pacifists. Fabs checking to make sure there is no one working on the flank as Abbott pushes out, takes out Val. It's now all up to Sandy to keep access denied in this map. Go into a game 7. See if they can take out 3 of Pacifist defenders or somehow sneak in and get the cap. If not, Pacifists will be taking the map win here today. Situation I dread. Last alive on Marsoc. Don't know if they have an accurate kill count or not. So might not. There was a trade. There was a couple trades, I want to say. So you might not know how many of the defense is still alive. What's up, Section 1? Thanks for the follow. That follow does get you the notifications. And Abbott, they're in wait. Here's Sandy's footsteps. Pops up at the right time, taking them out, getting his team the win and map 1 secured. Look at that kill count out there. Abbott leading with 8 and 4 on the other side. Rossi and Valhalla both tied with 6 kills apiece. Pilot with 5, Sandy with 3. Peasley having 6 on the side of Pacifists, as well as Randy and Jamie having 4. Let's get their point. Woo, that was close. Unfortunately, it did end up all on the shoulders of Sandy. Trying to keep it going. Again, not a situation I ever like being in, but it happens. You're on Pacifist. Okay, see, and that's what I was thinking too. I was like, I thought it was on the side with Jamie when I remember. It was on the side. Yeah. My mind. I'm sorry. But thanks for joining us, Section 1. Thanks for that follow. Again, that gets you the notification of when we have casts. And it helps us out. You know, it shows us that y'all are liking what we're putting out here. And that's what we're about. We want to keep the community happy. We want to give them games they enjoy watching, casts they enjoy listening to. Sometimes you can't watch it, you know, and you just got to have your phone down or your headphones on and just listen to what's happening. Hopefully we can provide that for y'all. Well, we are going to our next map. And as you see right there to the right, Downfall Night. Now, a lot of people don't like Downfall as it is during the day. Throw a little night spin on that, and people are not happy. Just to say the least. But I've seen some great matches happen with Downfall. I've seen a lot of good matches happen with just the night matches, night maps in general. I personally love them, but maybe I'm biased. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm seeing in chat y'all are watching that final round. Again, we are on a 5-minute delay, so I am gonna get to the chat. It just might seem a little late, but we want to keep it fair across the board. So you got it. Delay. Let's get the cameras and everything set up out here. Night vision on. Let's see what is going to be the first objective. You know what? Let's show y'all what I'm looking at. In case y'all haven't seen this map at night. all the rooms, everywhere inside is lit up. It's actually a little easier, and I saw this mentioned in the chat as well, a little easier to spot Volk in windows, which is usually the biggest complaint on this map. You can't see Volk. I mean, this map is huge. Look, let me fly straight up. Oh, I guess that's as far as up I can go. But it is ginormous. And we see the players dropping in from the tent.
Going to be in the south then, so Peasley will peek them first and see if
It is going to be Pacifists against Access Denied. We are on our second map for the day.
Don't know. Barstow would know. The Barstow, do they use
Throw that scoreboard up there so you can see how the first map went if you're just joining us. It looks like we are going to see two pacifists pushing up toward the north here, possibly spotting the spawns.
Not south, or northeast, northeast.
As you hear there, they do in fact spot out Access Denied spawn, taking out Val.
Echo 4.
Meanwhile, we're going to have two of Access Denied pushing through the west already. Meanwhile, over there in North Hotel, Pilot Viper providing that overwatch as Sandy makes it to Hilo Bungalow. Oh,
There's one in the helicopter bungalow.
but Abbott is going to spot them out, calling them out. Thanks, Helen, for that follow. Glad to have you with us. Peasley does get themselves a pickup onto Access Denied, making this a 5v3. Jamie as well takes one out there on the West Road, making it now a 5v2 all up to Sandy and, of course, Viper here in the North Hotel. We are right now getting to 3.5 minutes. Sandy is essentially pinned down here. I think Jamie and Peasley had an angle on them.
Specific with twins? Which one?
You're
It
asking
sound like they're
for.
coming from the left side twin.
You hear those call outs from their Overwatch left sided tilt.
Bottom window.
Great call out as it
Especially off the
does
invisible wall.
get Sandy the pickup onto Jamie, evening it up a little bit more, making it a 2v4 right past 3 minutes left. Pilot is working on their way down.
I may have killed one in lower red, but I'm not too sure.
Oh no. Pilot almost not making it on this cross, but is going to put shots back onto Randy. Like, how dare you shoot at me? Oh, it is. Is Jamie was the only one they took out?
I'm in Folk Tower.
I thought it was. Oh no, yeah, it's 4. Yeah, Jamie's there. The only one that has been lost on the side of Pacifists right now. Sandy still looking up here. So that twins area. Trying to spot there at the top of South Valley. I think they saw Peasley there for a moment. Right now, passing the 2-minute mark. They are going to have to start moving toward that OBJ. Again, this is where that 5 minutes comes in, and you have to adjust. Oh, Pilot spotting Peasley, unable to land the shots there on that South Hill.
Don't peek him. It's just gonna pop you.
Yeah, I saw him move a few times. Still got
You see Randy over there just beamed in at this location. Again, these lasers are for y'all's benefit. They don't have them in the game, and they don't have the names in the game. That's what's being seen.
13.
But we like to give the viewers at home a little bit easier of a time seeing the action. Sandy is keeping Peasley pinned up there in one of the Marsoc twin buildings. Just past a minute. They're soon going to be hearing that 30-second notification. Pilot Viper, both of them opting to go into Center Hotel with only 30 seconds left. That's I don't know, that I would choose that tactic. They are hearing those 30-second marks right now.
There's beeps. We just gotta go. Just gotta send it.
As you're hearing now, they got to move. Sandy being the first one taken out by Peasley, and then Randy taking out Viper is going to get Pacifists the first win here on Downfall Night. Great defense. Great job spotting that spawn there within the first few seconds. You let your team know where the other team's coming from, so then they can rotate accordingly and get those better angles. As opposed to you don't know where they're spawning from, you know, your head's a little bit more on a swivel. But let's get Pacifists here. Their first point, Downfall Night. Again, maps are generated each week randomly, and we had thrown night variations into the mix as their own entity. Before, it was always up to the teams. If y'all want to play night maps, y'all can. But they were never played. I mean, y'all know this. I know this. Everybody knows this. They were never played. So we said, nope, they're their own thing, and we are going to play them. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. I know there's some that aren't too fond of them, but again, they're never played. Play them a little bit more. Maybe you will. It's a little change in things. Just as same as the, EU versus NA. It allows EU teams to play teams that they normally wouldn't play. Yes, the scheduling is a nightmare, but we did not have enough EU teams, and so we couldn't do each region. But it looks like next season we will have enough, and hopefully these scheduling nightmares will be a thing of the past. But enough of that. Let's get into Onward. Matchup we have here: Access Denied versus Pacifists. Left that scoreboard up the whole time. Sorry about that. Looks like they are going to be the same spawn. Will Viper spot this out in time? He does push shots out. That should let his team know. As well as calling out to them. 2 picks already on this side of Access Denied, but 1 res going out there from Peasley onto Jamie is going to make this a 5v4 instead of the 5v3 that they might be thinking of. So their kill count might be off.
Yeah, I see.
Peasley and Jamie here in the north are putting shots out over there onto Viper.
Okay, I'll draw his attention a little bit. He's on the hill behind you. Like,
Great job with the smoke. See if that is going to get Viper the opposite way. Oh, he now has 3 people. Oh, but the trade between him and Jamie. That is going to cut off that south defense. At least until they get to Toast here in White House. Looks like we have Randy has made it down to lower red. I'm thinking Val may have spotted him poking around that corner there.
Oh, we're red and just one going towards my fort out.
Oh yeah, he was on the outside. Looks like he's gonna try and peek this other angle, but Sandy did have an angle, but was spotted before he can get the shots out by Randy. Has now brought this to a 3v3. Randy here at lower red. Meanwhile, let's go see what... Oh, as I was going to go to Abbott, he gets taken out by Toast. Abbott was the one working on the flank, I believe. Or no, Abbott may have been in that northeast 2-story. Oh, you see, who's that over there? Peasley. Peasley with the angle down into the west. I don't think access deny is going to be ready for Peasley. We are right now passing 2 minutes, 20 seconds, though. Randy putting shots up into that southwest 2-story, but there was no one there. Again, it is always smart to just spray the windows, clear them out. You think there's someone there, just shoot it. Who knows? Sometimes there might be. I mean, it is night, so it's a little bit easier to spot them with the night vision and the lit up rooms, especially if you're casting a shadow right in front of one of the doorways or windows. But most people play this map on the day variation, and it is hard to see Volk in these windows. So just fire. Val, though, is going to be ready here for Randy if Randy does not spot him first. Oh, Val spots him, doesn't let the shots go out, so... Oh, great job. So Randy didn't know he was there. A lot of times you shoot when they go up those steps and you miss, and that gives your position away. But he didn't do that. Great, great trigger discipline. It is now all up to Peasley. Pushing around into South Valley, past Marsoc Twins. Has an idea that someone might be here in White House. Spots Val. They're in lower dumpster. Toast definitely hears Peasley out here. I think Peasley may have heard Toast up there as well. But Toast pushing on out is going to take out Peasley with that PKM. Getting access denied. Their Volk round. And it is now tied up here on Downfall Night. There is your kill count. Great kills across the board. Couple of support out there. You know, so you don't get zero. I'm sure you added some type of support. A call out, even your death is information to your team. So there's nothing of not pulling your own weight in this game. I love it. Let's get that point on the board. Woo. I think most of these rounds will be going well under that minute mark. I mean, the last one you saw went like to maybe 10 seconds. This one got down to 42, which, I mean, it's Downfall. It's a big map. And again, we only have 5 minutes, so teams are going to be trying to utilize that time as much as possible. What's up, Jordan? Thanks for joining us. See you there in the chat. Woo woo indeed. See Helen out there providing that little get up, little pep talk for him. You know, go get after him, Helen. Tell him what's going on. Team names are reversed. Thank you, Section 1. I always forget that. But chat, looking out, is going to get me to fix that right now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Rosset, why are you trying to go high, do you reckon?
Val, I would say go up there because they won't expect you to be up there.
All right, looks like Valhalla is going to go further into the south. North-south. Yeah, he's going north to go get up on the South Hills. That may be a great position here. As they said, they might not expect him up there. You are going to see Sandy there. Already pushed the center bungalow. Shots are going out from Jamie. Don't know if he spotted anyone or not.
Is it North Center Bungalow?
He did, in fact, spot Sandy there at that center bungalow position.
Sounded like White House. Maybe upper dumpster?
Sandy trying to guess where the shots came from. They actually came from that West Church. But thinking in the right direction. Who's that over there? We got Rossi sneaking up on Peasley right now in White House. Meanwhile, Pilot Viper covering the window. But Peasley spots him first. Shots are going out. A gunfight ensues. Meanwhile, Rossi is still sneaking up behind. Looks like the defense is set up quite nice here. As I say that, Pilot does in fact find Peasley there in that White House, so that south push is going to be open, at least until they get into the sightlines of Jamie there. He's going to have to, he sees he is now, him and Fabs are the ones to defend this southwest push. But Rossi taking Jamie out. It's going to be one less to contend with, as Abbott taking out Sandy there at that center bungalow.
Randy, go back in. Go back in now.
Back in where?
West Road, go to the objective.
Okay.
Here, Abbott there giving the call out to go to the West Road. Seeing that a few of the West defenders have been taken out. Wow. Val way up here in the South Hills does put shots there onto Abbott, as you heard. That is going to keep him pinned and possibly allow, who is that over there? Toast. Toast puts on up, but Randy taking out Rossi. Almost getting caught by Viper there. Randy pushing out, gets caught from the other end by Toast from that center bungalow position. It is now a 3.5 v2. But I'm pretty sure Viper is going to get the res, as you see there. Not only does he get a kill onto Fabs and Abbott, I think he got the res and killed the teammate as they popped up, but I don't know what happened there. Well, either way, Access Denied got the win. They got that Marsoc round they needed, and they will now be on Volk. They have the Volk advantage. I want to say he was shooting as he was getting the res, or I don't know. We'll have to go back and watch that. But great job by Access Denied. Great job sending Val up there in the south. That provided that cover onto Abbott. He had to rotate, and obviously he rotated into a wrong angle, which brought upon his death. But let's get their point on the board. Again, thanks for letting me know about the names. Helen out there rooting on her team. Or maybe both teams. It looks like she's rooting on her team. That great constructive criticism, telling them not to peek. Get their heads in the game. Love it. Again, great gameplay between these two teams. We are on our second map, Downfall Night. You see there, Access Denied is up 2 to Pacifists 1. Pacifists now on the attacking end. Let's see how they can do. Passing out the drums. Get your team the bullets, all the bullets they can use. We did get this northeast spawn. Careful. One thing I have not seen used yet is a drone. Drone is allowed on this map, and I believe would be hard to spot. Pre-fire up onto that White House position. Making sure no one gets up there, because that is a commanding position to reach. Rossi poking out is going to only down Abbott back there in the northeast. Randy, you see crouching. Now they do have to prone in real life.
Get me out my shit, real. Just lay down. Yeah,
Beasley has got to pick up onto Val, making this a 4v5 once this res goes out. And there it is. And Abbott making sure they know he's still alive. Put some shots out in the direction he was dropped from. I think it may have been from Toast here in the center bungalow. Viper with a pickup onto Randy.
Minus
Is
one.
going to
I
make
think
this
there's
an
one in
even
upper red.
4v4. Abbott's still throwing these shots out. They might just be shots to keep the defense looking this way as his team creeps around north to south. We're seeing here. But
Killed
easily.
Hotel. He was in the middle level. He's dead.
Way over here from this north church is going to take out Center Hotel. It is now a 3v4. We are seeing Pacifists closing in. Seems like they get to each building, check some angles, rotate to another building,
I think I shot
and
the guy in the
Abbott.
bottle, I'm not too sure.
Abbott as well, getting a pickup. Does call out. He thinks he got him. Again, from that far off, it's hard to tell.
Those are the twins.
Rossi spotting Jamie up there in Marsoc Twin. But Fab's working on the flank here, going through South Valley. Sandy is watching that west road. Great angle, as I imagine that's where Abbott will be coming from. Just two of them left up. You gotta counter each other's angle. And seeing how the OBJ is there under that tarp. You want to make sure no one gets up there. I imagine once they get within range, we're going to see a bunch of smoke go out. And maybe Pacifist gets the cap they have been trying for all afternoon. Or evening, depending where you are. Fab's throwing some shots out into lower dumpster. And here's up first smoke of the round. Does get Rossi moving a little bit and down by Fabs, but he's going to be down in a position where he can get call-outs, and that confirmation can't be made unless Fabs goes up on higher ground. Tough position to be in, as Sandy is last alive on defense. Has to make sure the cap does not come out. As Jamie gets dropped, you see Abbott throwing shots onto the position. Fabs getting an angle themselves will get Sandy taken out, and Pacifists getting their second win here to tie it up. We are trading rounds here. Other than that Marsoc round, access denied one. But Pacifists answered back with a Marsoc round of their own. So now, bulk advantage is back in the hands of Pacifists. Whew. Great rounds. You're seeing how methodical they are moving. Instead of just sending one or two straight out in there, or even just a full team rush. You see them checking angles. Once they get the angles, they call out, and one or two more will almost spread out to get a better angle as well. So now not only do you have just one set of eyes, you got like 3 set of eyes on that position you called out, and it usually results in them getting the kill. And once you start dropping one, that gets the defense having to rotate. because he may have dropped them in a position that was being guarded that is now open, and you need to send someone over there to guard that angle, because you do not want a cap to go out. It's the last thing you want. What's up, Nutmeg? Fellow caster out there. Oh, I love his cast. Saw that Pavlov cast, dude. That I want to play Pavlov now. Oh, and we are starting. Nutmeg does a lot more than just casting for this league, by the way. All right, we got the Hilo Bungalow OBJ. South side. Interesting tactic here on the smokes. May have been used in case they got that northeast spawn, but it looks like a south spawn is going to be commencing here. All 5 of access denied are pushing through the South Valley. Will it be a valley of death for them or a valley of victory? Let's see. Looks like Randy is watching the angle there on top.
Could just be a prop of maybe somebody in the center bungalow. I'm not
For
sure.
White. Here for White House. It looks like it's not spotted Valhalla. Getting there into upper dumpster.
One hotel.
Meanwhile, Peasley is going to drop Sandy.
Where? West Brothel. Down. The body's,
See Abbott with this super tight angle here. It is currently still a 5v5 as that res did go out. Randy too is going to be a great position. They have heard the shots here in the south. Valhalla letting some fire back out onto him. Let him know we are not going to be pushed around. But we see access denied, gaining ground. Currently got upper and lower dumpster cover. Rossi coming around this west wall as well. Pilot taking out Abbott there in center hotel as Randy does get a pickup onto Sandy in lower dumpster. It is now a 4v4.5. Abbott though in a position that he can give
He's
call
standing
outs.
on the wooden bit of upper dumpster. If you can get an angle, I'll shoot him.
Oh yeah, if he's down right here, he can. Oh, see, and he's calling out upper dumpster. They're on the wooden deck. From way back here.
Why are you down? Fucking hell, man.
Jamie spots out
I won't
Toast.
be doing it.
Why are you down? Upset at Abbott for being down. Randy, though, is going to take out Pilot Viper, the one that Abbott was calling out
So
there
White
on
House
upper
still
dumpster. They do know about White House. Looks like Randy is looking to get a position on Toast as well. Meanwhile, Rossi sneaking around in the west. Unfortunately, Val trying to get down to lower dumpster is going to get picked up by Randy from that position. Rossi sneaking up on Peasley. Great support there, too, from Toast. Seeing that Rossi was close to Peasley is going to provide that cover fire and sound suppression to allow Rossi to possibly rotate in there and take him out. Meanwhile, he does spot Jamie and rotating in, not letting Peasley get him. They just pass each other.
Dude, that's me. Don't shoot me.
Oh no! Peasley though calling out to Jamie not to get shot, doesn't give his position away to Rossi. Toast still back here in White House providing that cover fire to hopefully get Rossi close enough into OBJ. And if so, that will be the round and map here for access denied. Rossi getting themselves another pickup. Very sneaky, got all the way here into the west. But if they poke this angle, Fabs will be ready for them, as you see over there. Randy does take out Toast. So it is going to be all up to Rossi here. Helen, thanks for that cheer. A facepalm for the team, I imagine. But thank you nonetheless. Rossi working on their attack now. Oh, flash goes out. Randy again from this amazing defensive position on Hilo is going to get themselves, I believe, a third kill. And the round win for Pacifists, putting them up 3-2. There is your kill count. Randy doing work out there, as well as Pilot Viper on the side of Access Denied. Woo! These rounds back and forth. I mean, that was down to a 1v2. Side of Pacifists getting their third point on the board, makes it official. They are 1 win away from winning the match for the day. Again, we still may go to that third map. It's up to the teams out there if they want to or not. A lot of teams opt to, but some, you know, they don't see it as a benefit maybe, or, you know, they got things to do. Again, we all have lives. And shout out to all the players, all the teams that are taking time from their lives to play this great game, to be in this great league, to provide us the great entertainment that we are all here watching right now. And even if you're watching in the VOD, you're watching it later, you're one of the teams watching back, thank you. We would not be here without y'all. So, who do y'all think is going to take this map? Pacifists up 1. They do have to attack though, so Access Denied has this Volk. And essentially, defense is easier. But we will see.
We played down block, we're up the spawn. They're all in front of us on the back.
Yeah. There's one,
See how Access Denied does this.
Oh,
We are seeing that Pacifists do have that north, or what? Sorry, a southeast spawn. First pick onto Rossi, trying to get here to the West Church. Does get taken out by Abbott there from Marsoc Tower. Viper getting up to center bungalow is going to take out Fabs. You're hearing that pre-fire go out onto that center bungalow area. Is going to get Viper to rotate out of there. Great decision. You never know if you were spotted or not.
Yeah, twins. I might
So
as
you
well
want
try
to change
flank
it
around
up.
to northeast.
And huge job taking out that flank as well. Since you know where they spawn, you want to try to keep them contained in that general area. Pilot just popping up again. Center bungalow taking out Jamie. Doing work here for Access Denied. If you are just joining us, that is our score right now. We are on our second map. Possible game match here. Game map. Match point for Pacifists. Looks like we are seeing Access Denied spread there to the north. Maybe to start covering more angles, take them out, and it works for Viper as well as Sandy. Sandy downing Randy over there in the South Hills. It is now all up to Abbott. If he can get this res, it will give Pacifists a little bit of breathing room. But it seems he is pinned down here in this Marsoc twin. There you see him working back on the res. But Toast from Center Hotel might get the pickup onto Abbott and get Access Denied their third win. Tying it up, going again to a game 7. Or not again. Abbott trying to get this kill. Uh-oh. I thought Pilot spotted Abbott.
I can't come to me now.
He does. Abbott dropping to the ground. You saw that? Oh, and he gets the pick onto Pilot. That's a huge pickup there, as Pilot was doing work for access denied this round. He is working on the huge rotation so as not to be seen to come up and get the res onto Randy. Can he make it in time?
Right now he's peeking center hotel, peeking out of the stairs to the roof, and heli bungalow.
You are hearing the call outs.
South window.
Great call outs as he calls out Toast and Sandy. Smoke going out. Great smokes. There you go. Great communication between both teams. And it is now A2v3. They are back in it. Again, why reses are huge. And look at that. It does down Toast in center hotel. Toast as well can give these call outs.
We need to push in. We only got 50 seconds.
Let's go.
Being mindful of the time, they do communicate to each other that they need to push this OBJ. But Toast, only being down, is going to be able to give the call out. And they've got quite a bit of ground to cover.
We know where he's at. West side of heli bungalow.
Now they know where Sandy is. But will they be ready for Val here in center bungalow? I don't think so. Toast possibly giving the call out now. And Val does take out Abbott. Can he do it again on the last attacker or just wait for the time? Oh, he gets picked off by Randy. But the time runs out. Valiant effort there by Pacifists. But we are going to a game 7. Huge numbers on the board. Both Randy and Pilot with 9 apiece. Game 7 here. Match point for both teams. I mean, this is what's keeping access denied in it. If they pull this off, we will for sure be going to a map 3 and a map 3 decider at that. And one we all love, Quarantine. The plays on Quarantine are amazing. And the plays we're seeing here today, the methodical play, spreading out, the communication. I love it. I'm going to have to rewatch this just to watch the great gameplay. Hopefully I'm putting what's happening to words well enough. That he is, Dondo. Has that Viking spirit with them. Helen shutting it down. If you're watching this, Val, sorry about that. you got to live the Viking spirit for a second. But Helen's like, nah. Oh. Think they are going to be planning using that whole time here. Again, this is a game 7 situation. And you want to utilize as much time as you can to plan in that 10.
Those are we going valley?
Try and hit one of the bungalows.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, it's a really long way to make it to fucking over there.
All right, smokes go out on the side of defense to help them get into their positions.
No, misfired.
Peasley throwing some shots. Here we go. Looks like most of the defense has gotten into their positions. Doesn't look like we're going to see anyone on defense getting aggressive. Their main goal here is to cover the angles. Don't let them get close enough to cap. It looks like they're set up pretty nicely to do just that. We are seeing on the side of Pacifists 2 going through the South Valley. Or side of access denied, excuse me. Which they will make it through South Valley uncontested, as there is no one this far out on defense. But Randy pretty much pulling the same angle as he had when he was on that helo. Oh, we see Valhalla making a nice dash there into lower red. As well as Viper, they have pushed
run for the building
together.
Ahead of us, or should I crouch down and go to the crater building?
Check the helicopter.
They call out that there is a crater building. Maybe that's what they call this, the Helo 2 story. Each team has their own call outs. Toast catching up to Sandy here in the South Valley. Still, we are passing 3-minute mark, still 5v5. Randy is not going to spot either Toast or Sandy making their way through the west. Peasley, if they aren't careful, is going to get picked off by Sandy, though, as they are watching that window diligently. It looks like Viper is going to make it there to Crater 2 story. Getting to 2.5 minutes. Rossi as well, having a great position up there in center bungalow. That's huge. Looks like we got a 2-1-2. 2 in the south, 2 in the north, and 1 from center on the side of access denied. Great spread. Especially on those doubles, you can get that refrag, and then that center position is a great angle. There's a line out. See, there you go. As I say that, Rossi picks up Peasley down here in that Southwest 2 story, Southwest brothel. Scott Abbott looking out, making sure that no one is close to this OBJ. We are past that 2-minute mark right now at 1:38. We're gonna start seeing these smokes come out, I believe. We see Sandy making their way there to lower dumpster. Pre-fire and cover fire going out from Rossi's center bungalow, possibly providing that sound suppression so Val can sneak up on Randy and Fabs here in Helo 2 story. Viper, if not doing anything, it will keep them suppressed there in that Helo 2 story. Meanwhile, on the side of Toast and Sandy, they do have to start pushing as we pass this 1-minute mark. But if they can clear out Center Hotel from Jamie, they essentially only have Abbott to deal with and get in for the cap. Here we go. Sandy is moving in. But Jamie's gonna take them out. Free fire going out as Val takes out Fabs on the refrag. Val is in. He has made it past somehow. Oh no! Had he pushed forward. Toast getting taken out by Randy. Now it's all up to Toast and Rossi with 3 minutes left. Jamie last alive if the trade goes out. But it doesn't. Jamie being alive. A second too late. Rossi taking them out. But it's going to get Pacifists their win. And that is less a match. You see the kill count up there. Randy with a commanding 10 kill count on the side of access denied. Pilot with 9. Both Rossi and Toast have 5. Sandy 3. And Val with 2. side of Pacifists, you see Peasley and Abbott both with 5, as well as Jamie and Fabs with 3. Wow. Val was so close to getting in there and capping. Like you saw the onward timing just taking place in front of our eyes. What's up, Trim? Thanks for joining us in the chat. Yes, their gameplay and comms are amazing. Everything I've seen is, but not in VREL. Oh yeah. Oh, you're probably talking about from contractors. I think in contractors they call it wiggling. Well, let's see if we do in fact go to quarantine. That is going to be the match win here for Pacifists. And I think that is going to be it. Again, great games, Pacifists. Great games, Access Denied. Thanks to everyone for being in the chat, hanging out with me, watching this great matchup between two amazing teams. Dondo, Hurricane Helen, Section 1. Nutmeg popping in there. I think Jordan, yeah, you popped in. Everybody, ID, Rings for Lankin, y'all there in the beginning. Again, wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. And I thank everybody for tuning in. I thank the teams for playing. Everyone in Districtory, this amazing league. Super shout out. And of course to all our sponsors out there, Mammoth VR, Degenerate Decals, Caveman Studios, Boba VR, Kiwi Design, 9 Line Apparel, Proxy Mat, B Haptics, and of course G Fuel. Gotta get your G Fuel. Thank you everybody. We will be having more casts here. It is the weekend, so expect all those casts coming out. Make sure to follow all our channels. We also now have a 3rd channel. Go out there, follow it as well. And we'll see you out there. Again, everyone, thank you for tuning in. And good evening, good night, good morning, whatever it may be. See you later.